Today, I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how we add purchase conversion actions in Google Ads through the high level system. This is a two-step setup. Let's jump into it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is log into your Google Ads account, go over to goals. And the first thing that we're going to do is set up a purchase conversion goal. So we're going to go over to create conversion action. We're going to make sure this is checkmarked. Edit data source and make sure that you choose skip this step, and then you'll say this data was collected. You'll hit save and continue, then you'll do purchase conversion, and then you'll create conversion, and then you'll want to connect the data source later. For this example, I'll just name it something like test purchase conversion action. And then what we want to do is use a different conversion value for each conversion. So we want to keep this enabled, keep it at 1, that's totally okay. Count is every. Now, if you guys are a service-based business, I would still recommend keeping it to every count. As you know, a client or a customer comes in via Google Ads and maybe they purchase 2 or 3 times from you. Within this 90-day window, you would want to attribute all the purchases back into Google Ads. So this is what I would recommend, is keeping it on every. And then our click-through window is basically how far after a click happens can a conversion happen. And the maximum amount you can put is 90 days. You can see here, if we put any more than 90, it tells you to put something between 1 and 90. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put 90 there, and then we can do the attribution as data driven. That's totally okay. We're going to hit save and continue. And then on the Google Ads end, we're actually done. So now what we're going to do is jump over into our high level account. And this is a very, very straightforward setup. But before we set it up, I want to walk you guys through just kind of a backup so that in case the Google Click ID doesn't ever transfer over, this is the best way to do it. So what we're going to go ahead and do first is go to settings, and you're going to want to make sure that your Google Ads account is integrated within your platform here within high level. So you manage, and then you'll add your ad account there. And then what you're going to want to do is go over to custom fields. And what we're going to do is we're going to add in a single line contact, and we're going to name this Google Click ID. For this purpose, I'm just going to put test. We're going to attach it to the contact folder. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and create custom field. Now we have this Google Click ID test. We can see this one right here. So we've got this. Now what we want to do is anytime a new lead comes in, we just want to make sure that we are associating a Google Click ID with them. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to create a workflow. And in this workflow, we're going to have, when a new contact's created or a new lead comes in, we're going to add a Google Click ID to them. So contact is created. And even if somebody comes through organic search or they come through Facebook ads, this is the same setup either way. And this is what I found is the best way to prevent any mistakes from happening where Google Click ID is read and purchase conversion actions don't happen. So we're going to just name this contact created. And what you're going to put is just contact created. You're going to put a wait 1 minute. And the reason why we put a delay in is sometimes whenever they submit the form or they give you a call, you want to have that delay. Otherwise, sometimes it doesn't track that Google Click ID. So we just add that wait 1 minute. I don't know if that's 100% necessary for what you guys are doing, but it is something we've common practice at Max Conversion. Now, what we want to do is we want to do the contact field. We're going to update contact field, and we're going to see Google Click test. And then what we're going to want to do is pull this exact Google Click ID here, right? So the field is Google Click ID, and then we've got contact at attribution source, Google Click ID. This will pull the ID from the contact and put it in our custom field here. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is hit publish and save, and then we're going to jump over to our workflow list. Next, what we're going to do is set up our purchase conversion action. So this is a fairly simple setup, and what you're going to want to do is name it purchase conversion action in Google Ads. And then what you're going to do is anytime an opportunity status is changed to move to 1, so opportunity equals 1, then what you're going to want to do is add to Google Ads. We're going to add it to our test purchase conversion action here. And then what we're going to want to do is enable custom mapping. And we're going to want to put in our specific custom field that we had previously. So you can put this one doesn't always work. So what you can do alternatively is go over into your contacts and custom fields, and then we have our Google Click ID test here. That will always work. Now you want to modify the conversion value. You'll go over to opportunity, and then you go to opportunity value. So that way it uploads into Google Ads the opportunity value. So if you guys want it for $500, and then it associates that user with a specific click ID, and you are good to go. So it's very simple, straightforward process. You want to hit publish and save. Now, just to mention, a prerequisite to this will not work unless you guys have specific tracking already in place. So you need to make sure that you're using a number pool and your form submissions are tracking properly. Make sure you have your tracking template. What you guys should do is visit the video on the page, go walk through that video, walk through that setup, and that walks you through exactly how to set up number pools, form submissions, and tracking template in order to successfully track fully in high level. If you guys got any use out of this video, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and stay tuned for more helpful Google Ads content.